Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Vucic.
And done. Hi, I'm Nick Vucic, Student Ministries Pastor here at Pulpit Rock Church. I'm here today to talk to you about a serious subject, the anger of God. Many of you might not know this, but for a while I was in the Navy. And while I was in basic training there in the Navy, we had an interesting experience happen to us. You see, the first week, you can't be forced into any sort of PT until everybody has cleared medical. And our group took a little bit longer. Now, we all knew the rules. Basic. Stand there. Don't talk. No goofing off. And our drill officer was really clear about that for the first few days. But after about day 4 or 5, he stopped telling us so much. And we thought we had worked out the system. We thought we had fooled them. So we would stand in line sloppily. We would walk inappropriately. We would laugh and talk and snicker. But then a day came when we finally all cleared medical. And I remember that day clearly because we walked into the barracks and we were told to change into our PT clothes, which hadn't really been used. And then he proceeded to put us through the most torturous next 2 or 3 hours of pain. We did push-ups till no one could do push-ups anymore. There was no lowering yourself. It was just lifting up and falling to the ground. We did crunches until I swear our abs ripped. We stood in the push-up position for minutes on hand. It was so excruciating. You see, what the drill officer had done is he had been storing up his wrath. One day he was going to fix us and explain to us that we are going to listen to him. It's a funny story, but it's not too much unlike what God has done for us. In Romans, we learn that God has been holding back his wrath. It's called his forbearance, because God is angry at sin. Sin offends God. Sin makes God angry. And it's a side of God we don't talk about a lot. We talk about God as a loving Father, and he certainly is. We talk about God as Redeemer, and he most certainly is. But he's also angry. And it's a subject that the Bible does not shy away from. God is furious with sin. Psalm 5:5 says that God hates all sinners. But it's in his forbearance that he holds back his wrath so that we could hear the incredible message of his Son, Jesus Christ, who he presented as a propitiation, which means an atoning sacrifice, which means something that turns away the wrath of God, so that the wrath of God would be removed from us, so that we could love and be loved by him. This is the grace of God. When we begin to understand how angry God is with sin, and then how fully he poured that out on his Son, we begin to understand God's not angry with us anymore once we believe in his Son. Once we receive Jesus, once we place our faith and become born again, God's wrath is removed from us. And so it's kind of foolish of us whenever we have these tiny little, these individual sins. I don't call them tiny because sometimes they're really big. And we think, I can't believe I did that. God must be angry with me. He's not. God was angry with you. He wanted blood. And he got Jesus' blood. And now he just smiles at you because he loves you and there's nothing you can do about it. Thank you.